Okay, hello everybody. I am back. So I'm hoping that you will find me again if you did not. If you just missed it, we did part one. And in part one, we made these two adorable cards. Okay, so there's part one card, which was our simple stamping. Yes, yes, yes. And then this one was our casual stamping. So we kind of jumped into that. Now the next card we're going to do is actually going to be our, I don't know, what are you going to call it? It's our like avid crafter. Now I'm tipping the camera on you. I'm so sorry. I forgot to get out black paper. Eesh. There we go. All good. I had to kind of sneak up the camera. You're back down again. Hello. Oh, good. You're all coming back on. Good. I was sad. I was like, maybe people will just leave and they won't come back and see me. Now, our last card is my favorite, but it is going to require us to use the Big Shot. And it's also going to require that oh, there it is. That I can find the card that I made. Good Lord. Okay. You ready? Let's do this. So I am going to start off. Nothing unusual here. We've got that same Whisper White card base, okay? And we're using those same stamps. I'm not getting crazy. I'm not getting new colors. I'm not doing anything odd on you and pulling in new supplies. I want you to kind of see 3 levels with that same set. Now, what we are going to do for this is we're going to grab, just a second. I need to grab the right ones. So I'm bringing in my Big Shot for this. Now I'm going to throw this right over top of cards. It's okay. Don't freak out. All is good. Yes? Don't be silly. Why would we leave you? Because I left you. I disappeared. Okay, so these two, I'm going to use these two together. Just a second. These are those gorgeous stitched framelits that I keep mentioning to you. Okay? You're getting it now? Good, Phyllis. And all I've got here is I have got a piece of basic black cardstock. And I am going to put in, now people are going to get mad at me because they're like, Ange, why aren't you using a magnetic platform? Ange, you could use some washi tape. I can do all of those things. Or I can just be super lazy and try and rush and do it the way I'm going to do it. So don't worry, I do know. And I recommend if you're working at home and you're taking your time that you do this properly, okay? So let's see if I can do this. There we go. Okay, now this Big Shot, just a second, I gotta hang on. Crank. I need muscles. Okay, whew, this one's tight. Again, crank. Okay, we're gonna come back the other way. Crank and crank. There we go. Sorry, that was like shake, rattle, and roll for you. Anyone's brains vibrating there? Sorry about that. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what just happened. So when I ran that through, the inside one popped out because I ran 2 together. And what I want you to notice, I'm going to hold this up just high enough that you can see it, and hopefully it'll focus. Do you see that we've got, whoop, backside, stitched edging along this piece that cut out of the interior, which is awesome. Love that. And I'll save that because I will use it. And then what it leaves behind, oops, is also, I'm going to pop this one out. Okay, you ready? Come on, crank, crank. I know, hello. So this one leaves behind not only like the outer one, he's got the stitched edging, but when I took that inner one out, oops, not that one, this one, he stitched the edge of the piece that was inside, but he also stitched the edge of the piece that was outside. So super fun, okay? So we're gonna use this cute little frame. So that little frame I'm gonna toss off to the side. Now, the next thing that I'm gonna do is I am going to grab a piece of Whisper White because I want a piece, you know that black inner piece that we just tossed out? Yes, James, this is them. This is the rectangular thinlits. I want a white matching piece, okay? Now, I'm not going to fit it that way, so we have to go this way, okay? I know I'm not square to you right now. I'll fix all that in a second. Does that bother anybody else? It really bothers me when stuff isn't square to the screen. Okay, now again, I have to use my muscles, which is going to make everything shake, rattle, and roll. Go. I need more muscles. Crank. Go back the other way. That always scares me. Oh, no, you're not going to break them. It's okay. I know. And Kathy, this is embarrassing. I love the sound of dies like cracking it. Like, you know how they cut into the plates and they make that cracking sound? I love that sound. Okay, so I think I can move my Big Shot. I think that's, oh, we have one more, but I'll do that one after. Okay, so we have got this and we have got this. And I need to make sure I have the card. Gotta have the card. Now, we have been using up bits from that gorgeous gingham gala, okay? I'm gonna show you how I kind of do this next part. It bothers me, it's a soothing sound. I love it how everyone's like, I can't stand that sound. I love that sound. Okay, so what I do here, and I'm going to show you just so you get an idea, is I am going to grab my ruler and I am going to measure the inside of the stitching. So that stitching, I'm going to want about a 3 1/4 inch piece, okay? So I'm going to take these, not juicy at all. I love you, you kill me. Okay, so I'm going 3 1/4 on those little pieces that I just cut. Now they're not going to be as wide as they are now, so just bear with me. I just want to make sure that they fit. They do. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go back to that original stamp that we've been using. Now this is the hard part. I have to center this. You ready? Oh, now this is where, shoot, so I can't remember who said it now. Somebody said to me, why aren't you using your foam mat? Like, I got to be honest, when I'm live, it's more out of laziness than anything because I don't want to make you wait. And also because I do seem to have a fairly good surface for stamping here and things work quite evenly. It's not, then not being square to the screen. The not being square in the screen, that die cut, oh my. So Laura, you're like me. It bugs you. Right now we have a mess, so we need to clean up our mess anyway. Okay, ready? Really making sure that that black is on there. Peel you up. So pretty. Okay, so we'll leave that one alone. Now, I've shown you in here. These ones, I'm not going to have them be super thick. Can you see that? How it's going to go over it. So I'm actually going to take both of these. I'm going to walk away from you. You're going to look at the stamp set. Got it? Look at how pretty it is. Look at the other images. Now, I have already done cards for tomorrow based on the birthday cakes, okay? So I've done a whole cute set for tomorrow based on those already. They're ready to go. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the snail and I'm going to take this little piece here. Whoops. You have to do it straight. You can't do it crooked, which means your hands can't shake. Mine are shaky today. There we go. Got one. The cake punch won't cut out that cake. No, it will not punch that one out. I know. Look at us. Nancy, you are so like me. We're like, yeah, cut it out. Quick, go. Okay. Now, there's another. This one is super fun. Just a sec. So we're going to put this up here. We got. Now, I'll show you. We're going to put this all together in a second. So I'm not getting crazy yet. Now, what I am going to do with this one is I'm going to jump and I'm going to pull in my blends. And instead of coloring with the lemon lime twist, which is what we've been doing, I've actually got my Granny Apple Green, and it does seem to work quite well for these. So they're super cute. Now we also have to do one other bit of stamping. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up the mess so you're not looking at it all. And get rid of the ruler. If you're not knowing what these are, we had a part 1, and we already stamped those 2 cards in the part 1 video, but we're on our part 2 video now. Okay, so big surprise. We need to do that super cute little flower. And I need to get one. Oh, that was not pretty. 1, 2, 3. And we'll leave those, okay? And then the next thing that I am going to do, and I think this sentiment, I don't know if you missed this sentiment, but in that stamp set, when we were looking at it, I'm going to pull it back in because I want you to see this. This sentiment, I don't know, it just finishes what we're doing. So it says, so happy to have me. It's so happy to have me. I'm so happy to have me in my life. I'm so happy to have you in my life. And then it says, you are amazing. Now, there are many people that blow my mind on a day-to-day basis, and I loved this sentiment. Okay. Okay. So we've got that right there. Now, I'm going to close up that ink so that we don't stick anything in it. And we're going to pull, and I'm going to make sure there's no ink on my thumb before I touch that. Hello, Julie's on there. We're going to grab the Big Shot again. And we are going to use these, so don't freak out. Okay. So we're going to grab that Big Shot because not only do we have that amazing, those big stitched shape, I can't say that fast, stitched shape rectangles. We've also got some gorgeous thin little ones, and I can't show you the whole pack right now because they're on my magnetic wall. Some gorgeous thin little ones that are perfect for sentiment strips, okay? So happy to have me in my life, yes. I know, super vain, eh, Laura? Good Lord. Okay, now that one doesn't crack nearly as much. Not nearly as satisfying. Sorry, I should bash the camera with the cutting pad. Okay, so we've got that guy all ready to go. I'm gonna move this back over here. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull my little bits together here, and I'm gonna come in with some blends. So this is kind of more, we're no longer working with our beginner crafter or kind of even our casual. So these are peeps who tend to have, these are for my peeps who tend to have a bit more of a commitment in terms of financial to your stamping products. So we've kind of added quite a bit more to our arsenal over the years, yes. I think that my dark one is seen better days because he seems quite light. That's okay. We'll just finish this up. I think my lighter one is darker than my darker one. That's I'm quite I was gonna, not hard, that's not the word on it. Not hard on my blends. I use them a ton. I'm like, I've hit 2 in the past little while. I'm like, even after using them at classes, I'm just starting to need some replacing. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. You love this stamp set, me too. And then in here, all I'm gonna do, I don't want that in. I don't want that in. That's not what I want. Is this one, I thought it was kind of fun. I actually didn't even blend on this. So what I did was I did one leaf darker. Sorry, holding my breath. Apparently I do have to stop talking when I color with blends too. Hello. Do you have the caps on the right ones? Yes, I absolutely do. Isn't that funny? I even checked that myself the other day. This is my dark and that was my light. And these are my, just a sec, let's read it. Pool Party Dark, Pool Party Light. Yeah, they're right. I think it's just which ones I tend to use more, and I'll show you a trick because I can see there's something else that I know I did the other day. Okay, and then we're going to come in with this one, and I'm going to do the second leaf in the opposite, just because you get that pretty, like the same 2 tones of one color, but I loved how it looked. And just a different use. You got your blends, you can use them just as markers too, okay? So we've got those. Now, what I am going to do here, and I'm going to leave those for a sec. Blends scare you? Why? Laura, come on. You and I can do this. Okay, so what we're going to do, now it was my Pool Party ones that seemed funny. So watch this. I guarantee you this end's probably dark. It is. Look at the color difference going to my bottom end. It's because I use the paintbrush end constantly. So I'm going to have to, I'm not going to throw them out because I'm just going to get off my buns and use the bottom end. I am more partial to the paintbrush tip than I am to this tip. And so I definitely go to it probably 95% of the time. But I'm not going to now because we're going to use these. Hello. Oh, thank goodness, Priscilla. That makes me so happy because honestly, I think some of you are going to melt. Okay, now we're going to go to the lighter. And then remember, where you overlap them, just hit it with your marker until the 2 colors blend nicely together. It's like you're telling your children to play nicely. You must blend. Is it bad today? Honestly, my boys, they are 17 months apart. And they are either best friends or they are at each other's throats. And we've found kind of the older they get right now, the more they are at each other's throats, which I'm going to be honest, makes me sad because they're so lucky to have one another. But today they had a lovely day together. My mummy heart was happy. Okay, so we're just going to come in here. We're going to finish up that happy. Now we've already colored our flowers. So you just have to watch me assemble this. And you guys, as I said, I know you're seeing a lot of the same thing. So please, if you are bored, you do not feel like you have to hang. Okay, so we got those. And then we're going to come in here with that paintbrush tip again, because I love it. And I'm going to put all dark out here. Just doot, doot, doot. There. Okay, there. Do, 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 do. Okay, and then along here, I'm going to work that paintbrush one, and I'm not going to take him up the whole way. I'm going to take him up maybe about a third, okay? Almost done cleaning my stamp room. Now, Becky, are you, so I clean up my stamp room after every time I create. Like, I would never leave it messy just because I find I can't create the next day if I don't clean it up. I stare at the mess thinking about how I should be cleaning up the mess and not making cards. Okay, so we got that. Isn't that pretty? Do you love it? Do you love it? Sorry, I'm a geek. Okay, now we're going to come back to here. And yes, you're going to have to watch me fussy cut 3 more. If you don't want to, tough beans. Check your phone messages, check your emails or something. I have to do these. Okay, and then we're going to assemble this and you're going to love it. And I'll just give you a last little quick peek at all 3. So if you missed the video before, again, this stamp set does not have dies for your flowers. I know people have scan and cuts. They have all kinds of funky things. I am not, I have one. I don't use it. Is that bad? I kind of tend to stick to my dies and my punches and those kind of things. I'm more into the, if I have to get other stuff out, I avoid it. There we go. Haven't heard of that one? Okay, hang on. You love watching someone else. Is it therapeutic watching somebody else fussy cut? It's not stressful for you. I can do the fussy cutting at night. Look at Priscilla, tough beans. I know. I do say that. Okay. Or my other one. Oh, this one's awful. My other one is, it sounds like a you problem and not a me problem. But I wouldn't say that to you. So, you don't like to watch me fussy cutting. Sounds like a you problem and not a me problem. Yeah, that doesn't really apply. That's not nice. I was just kidding. It does. It is a me problem at that point. My husband always uses that one with the kids. Dad, I'm hungry. He's like, sounds like a you problem and not a me problem. Don't think we're bad parents. We don't neglect our children. They are almost 14 and 15 now and can therefore make their own meals. Not dinner. Oh, we don't make them make dinner. I should make them make dinner. I think by their age, my mother was making us cook. We all used to have one night a week where we cooked. Okay, hang on. We're down to one last flower. I could have done these ahead of time. I'm sorry. The reason I didn't, as I said, we were having our team meeting. Okay, so a celebration, you purchase your $60 worth, right? And you're going to get your freebie item from the celebration catalog. Or, I'm going to be honest, you guys, hands down, better deal. Yes, I love how everyone's ears perked up there. Oh, and Nancy, yes, we can definitely go do that and I'll show you. Hands down better deal is just to become a demonstrator. Now don't tune me out because you're like, I don't want to be a demonstrator. I don't want to do what you do. You don't have to. You can simply purchase at a discount. That's all being a demonstrator truly is. That is your, big commitment is I'm going to buy stamps for myself and get a deal on them. And when I'm done with that, oh wait, I'm done with that and it's all okay. Anyway, right now, if you are in Canada, you can join right now and you can choose I kid you not, $225 worth of product for $135 Canadian. No shipping, no taxes charged in BC. It's awesome. It's like a killer time. Okay, so Nancy was just saying to me, now could I go back in and add some extra color? Yes. So Nancy, check out, oh wow, is that ever darker? God, that's embarrassing. I had no idea how light that end had got. Okay, so now we're just going to come in here and I'm going to blend it back in. There we go. Sorry, I can't talk. Isn't that funny today? Not coordinated enough. Oh, that does add. Look at that depth that adds. Nice call, Nancy. Okay, you ready? Let's put it in. I know, James like, woo, woo. That's how Jamie and I met each other. She's one of my peeps. Okay. Now, this is the back side. We don't want to put down the back side. We want to put down the front side. And I'm definitely going to need to use mini dimensionals for that one. And I'm really hoping they're not too thin because this is not how I did it before. Are they too thin? Let's check because I'm going to have to pull a trick. They are too thin. Okay, but that's okay. So, let's check these. Oh, these are not too thin. Woo, woo! We have these killer, and I love them, foam adhesive strips. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take my paper snips and I am going to take this and I'm not going to slice my finger right now. I'm going to say that out loud to you so that I don't do it. There. Okay. Whew, breathe. And we're going to take this one off the backing. I'm going to stick this backing down right on here. Now, our thin adhesive strips, if you are doing anything that's got kind of fine details to it, you need these. Especially if you try, like people that do shaker cards. Now, you can probably tell I'm not one of those people because I don't have the patience. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't have the patience to do shaker cards very often. Okay, so, and then we're gonna, here, this is kind of cool. I know, I always forget about them too, but I panicked. I went, shoot, I don't have Because the sample card that I made, I didn't get quite this thin of a border, and I'll show you it too. But I can't sign up under you. So Laura, I know we just, as we said, just move to Canada and then you and I are covered. Like, what is your hubby's issue? Let's go, girl. Okay, and then we need one more. Pull you off. Now I am gonna put down my black one before I put down my white one. Okay, so it is important to remember to take the backing off, because if you're like me and sometimes you just stick it down, and then you wonder why one side is flopping around. Well, it's because you didn't take the backing off. Okay, let's clean up the bits. Bits are tidied. Good. Now this is the hard part because it's sticky. So I'm gonna come in over here and we're gonna wing it. Go. Oh, we did it. Woo woo. Okay, next part we're gonna do. This part is not difficult. I'm gonna come into here. And I'm going to slap some snail. Priscilla, your niece did? Ah, send her here. Tell her to come to class. We'd have a blast. It's a long way to move, isn't it, though? Hope she's enjoying it. It is beautiful. Okay, so that one we're going to slide right in. Now, I appear to have goobed it right there. So, and you're like, goobed? What does goobed mean? Goob means I stuck my finger down, and obviously I had something on it, and now you can see it. You may not be able to, but I can. So we're going to take this one. I'm going to stick this one down up here. We're going to get this fuzzy bit, come here you, off. No fuzzy bits allowed. And then I'm going to take another one, and I need the dimensionals, and did I eat them? No, they're there. He said if you can find him a job. Oh, what's calibration? Explain to me. I do not know what calibration is. You need to educate me, girl. Okay, and then this one. I think we're going to put him. No, I want him down here. Oh, I'm going to turn him. Watch. I'll tell you why. Just a second. Because I want the blue away from the blue and the green away from the green. Is the DSP Granny Apple Green? No, check it out, Jane. That DSP is Lemon Lime Twist, but look at how beautiful those two look together. Like, it's insane. Okay, now you are amazing. Normally I would just slap on some regular dimensionals, but because I used those, what are they called? The adhesive strips. I don't know if you know this, but they are actually thicker than your normal dimensionals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I want it away from that end, good. And I'm going to put down these on here so that it's at the same height as that outside border. Does that make sense? Because if I use the other dimensionals, he's going to be lower, and this is actually going to overhang. Okay, 1, 2. Then this one, all we're going to do is I'm going to tuck it down in here, and I'm actually going to let it overlap my little black border. So happy to have you in my life because you are amazing. Okay, now he makes sure things measure right. Well, he must be horrified watching me, girl. Poor man. Oh no, this is going to be too low. Okay, here, I'm going to do, have you ever seen this trick? Because these dimensionals are thinner, I'm going to, this is a verb now. We're going to double dimensionalize. There we go. We doubled. And we're going to take this one and we're going to pop it up. Look at those adhesive strips are the height of 2. I kid you not. Okay, now this little sweet pea would not be finished until we slapped our bling in. So let's do it. I just did not pick up that rhinestone. Oh, it's because I'm using my scissors. Isn't that funny? I didn't realize I've gotten used to my take a pick tool. She lives in Harrow Street. Ah, she's 25. She must be having a blast. What a fun city to come to at that age. Okay, hang on. Come here, you. There, and ta-da! There we go. Okay, now I'll show you my other version that I did before this. So, because I always have one prepared before I start stamping with you, like that I've already done, so that I'm kind of following along with my previous plan. Now I do change them up a little bit as I go sometimes. So we did this one as card number 1, we did this one as card number 2, and we did this one as card number 3. So you can kind of see 3 different levels of that exact same stamp set, not really changing up much. Now here's the difference, and you guys can decide, oh, I don't know which one I like better. This, here, we've got the 2 versions of this one. Your niece is a block away. Chris, you're a block away from everyone. It makes me giggle. Chris, yeah, Chris and I just met, and it turns out she's like a block from one of my other girls who comes. Okay, so here we go. Silly question, is the picker up tool? It's not silly at all. No, James, yes, I don't know. It's not in there. I don't think it's in there. I can't remember. But it's $14, that take a pick tool, okay? Okay, it's not in there, I don't think, but it's available. Okay, now here, oh, I just saw it. Let me show you. So here is this gorgeous set, you guys. So there's the Amazing Life one, right there. And then here, we've got the rectangle stitched frameless dies, okay? So the dies on their own are $48, and Amazing Life is $27. It was in the Christmas catalog, yes, but they carried it over. I just don't think they printed it. But together, if you want to do this bundle, check this out, $67.50, which means you earn a free celebration item. Or throw this in your kit and get them all, because you can then pick $225 worth of stuff. Now remember, if you are purchasing with me online, you're going to head to shopwithnorthshorestamper.com. You're going to use the hostess code that I have got here. And if you are ordering this bundle, then you're going to get a little surprise in the mail from me, because I think you're going to need a pack of rhinestones to finish off your cards with this. Why? Because I'm obsessed. So anyone putting this bundle here into this order here, or on your own personal order if you're doing it through my website, right? Like if you're ordering more than 200, don't use my hostess code, get your own hostess rewards. But I will mail you out a package of rhinestones. You guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight and for having fun with me through, 2 whole videos. Have an awesome night, and I will see you for sure on Wednesday. Potentially, well, I will see you tomorrow because I've got a little 10-minute Monday card. Bye.